What's up, everyone? This is Mobius with Grievance Global Gaming, and I'm going to be playing this game today. It is called Tesla Effect, a Tex Murphy Adventure. This is basically based off of a series of games that was put out during the 90s. Uh, Based on the main character in the story is Tex Murphy. He is pretty much a uh, down on his luck private investigator who dresses up like the old Humphrey Bogart type of private investigators. And this takes place in like a post World War III San Francisco era. So he looks pretty much out of place. He's always talking about he was a private investigator, that he was as a private investigator he was born 100 years too late, because he pretty much thinks he's like an old time private investigator. And with that being said, like I said, it was a series of games during the 90s. The first one was actually called Main Streets. That one was released in 1989, and it was soon followed by several more titles, all with the same character. The next one was the called Martian Memorandum, and then there was Under a Killing Moon, and then the last one, which was released in 1998, was called the Pandora Directive. Uh, Actually, no, that wasn't. I don't think that was the last one. The last one I believe was called Overseer. Maybe that one was the one that was released in '98. But basically, the last time Tex Murphy had a game, at the end of the game, they pretty much left it hanging on a cliffhanger. And I believe this game is supposed to pick up where that cliffhanger left off. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start. And let's see here. Pick that, and we can play here. And then I'll go ahead and be quiet. Let you guys watch the intro movie.
Where am I? Is this a dream?
Not quite, Murphy.
Then you're the big PI in the sky?
That's right, Murphy. But now is not the time for you to be here. There is a vast and malignant evil at work on the earth, and fate, for some reason that even I cannot fathom, has chosen you to oppose it.
But why me?
I'm no more thrilled about it than you are. Nevertheless, your fate has been decided.
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a small-time private investigator in the big city of New San Francisco. My office isn't in the glamour districts. It's in the run-down, mutant part of the city, close to Coit Tower. A place they've been refurbishing for years, but it never seems to improve. Not exactly great for business, but it holds a strange attraction for me. I've cracked some pretty big cases over the years. You may even have heard of me. But I don't do much investigating anymore. These days, I'm known for being a man who gets things done, no matter what the cost. You got a job that pays? I'll do it. No questions asked. I can't really remember why I became a PI. Maybe I was drawn to the romance, adventure, and independence it offered. Or maybe because I believed in its code of honor. That a man can remain untarnished as others sink into a cesspool of lies, corruption, and greed. A man better than the world around him. But even a set of principles can slowly slip from your grasp. The world has a way of beating you into submission. Circumstances change. The guilty aren't always punished. Temptations become obsessions, and love can be violently taken, leaving you empty and hollow. Each day, innocence fades, and your character weakens. That's not all at once, but a piece at a time until you can't be put back together again. You finally realize the only way to get ahead in this world is to make sure you're on the winning side, and then do anything you can to stay alive. I don't know why I'm so reflective tonight. Maybe I finally crossed the Rubicon, but that's not true either. I passed that sign miles back and didn't even pause to take a picture. Maybe I just feel extra guilty tonight for what I'm about to do. There was a time when I would have never agreed to do something this despicable. I can't explain why I do this, but maybe Judas would understand.
Drag him into the speeder. Look, the top window. I think we got him. Let's get out of here.
Hey, you, over here! Finally! What was all that commotion outside anyway? Wowza, you really got a hit on the head. Remember me, your old pal Huck? Seriously, you look clueless.
Who or what are you?
Geez, how hard did you hit your head? Well, let me reintroduce myself. I'm your smart Alex, your personal assistant, version 1.5, fashioned 3 years ago in a factory with truly horrible working conditions. You don't want to know. I'm your trusty, tech-savvy sidekick, whose primary functions include travel agent, inventory tracking and analysis, investigative advice, case notes, and I'm also a confidant and a best buddy, you gigantic oaf. Remember?
Not really.
Would you like a tutorial on my usage?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and skip over the tutorial because I don't want to bore you guys with watching a tutorial video. So as you can see there, this game was made using full motion video recording and with green screen action with the actual actors, which hasn't been really seen in any video game since the 1990s. I know 3 of the Tex Murphy games used it, as well as I believe a couple of the Wing Commander games, and I kind of miss those type of games. But let me go ahead and get started with the game here. So we've got effects here. Like I said, I've already played this a little bit earlier. I haven't gotten too far into the game, so this first part may go by a little fast because I kind of know where everything is at. So here we go.
Oh boy, effects.
Hey Murph, I've been out of state doing UFO research, also checking out a Bigfoot sighting, but that's another story. I should be back in a couple days, and it'd be great to catch up on what you're working on. So this is a fax from a old friend of Tex Murphy named Archie Ellis. He was actually a big main character in the Pandora Directive game. So let's go ahead and take a look around the apartment here, see what else we can do. Turn on the flashlight so we can see a little bit. Oh, hey, there's a lot of money on the floor.
What on earth is this amount of cash doing in my office? If someone was trying to hire me to do something, it probably wasn't legal. I better put this away until I know exactly why it's here.
Yeah, I would put that away in my wallet.
My friend Louie runs the Brew and Stew, and this is his personal brand of coffee. I gotta say, it packs a wallop.
And that's one thing I really missed about these Tex Murphy games. I mean, you can like that. You can just click on random items in the game, and they'll usually come up with some funny little line, some cheesy line, just to make the game a little bit more interesting, I would say. I mean, some people might find it cheesy, but I really like it.
Well, it's another Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Key Lime Largo. I'll put this in my comic book rack. When things get slow in the detective business, I've always been able to fall back on my skills as a dance instructor.
You know, if I was a private investigator, I don't know if I would really admit to being a dance instructor. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the desk. We got some glue
It
here.
was always useful. An article on the Russian White Movement. Am I truly so bored I'm reading Russian history?
That would be pretty bad.
This looks interesting. Probably a book on how to map out fun spots to visit inside your brain. Enigma. Sounds like the story of my life. Why would I be researching this? PI rules are for sissies. I've been able to achieve a certain level of success ignoring all the rules of my business.
Yeah, and that's why you're always getting into trouble.
Oh, my decoder ring.
Yes, yes. Every private investigator has his own personal decoder ring.
A resort? Sounds like an upscale condo community. Definitely not something I'm interested in. Whoa, this melted chocolate bar's been in here for a while. Chocolate always reminds me of Clint, one of the residents at Chandler Avenue.
This isn't a good time for a social call, punk. If I don't get it fixed soon, I'll go insane! Dory me for what to do?
What do you mean, go insane? Seems to me you're already there.
How do you get lost before I eat that chocolate-colored hat of yours?
Okay, that's another thing I gotta warn you about. In this first part of the game, there's a lot of items that you click on that'll bring up little cutscenes like that. Those cutscenes are actually the cutscenes from previous games that Tex Murphy was in, and some of them are pretty damn hilarious and weird.
Man, this record's broken in two. It's my Gene Autry fake book. Whenever I'm feeling low, I can sing the songs of my hero. Maltese Falcon. I don't remember picking up this little souvenir. How long was I knocked out? Oh, man. My Richie Havens signature guitar signature disappeared. That'll teach me to get an autograph with a dry erase marker. Well, I sure don't remember how these holes got in the wall. They look fairly recent, judging from the debris. Who would have done this? And why?
And the plot thickens.
One of my golf partners. Old Bogey, we call him.
Gee, I wonder why.
These are my credentials. They don't just give this to anyone. You have to pay a fee.
Got a Victrola here, so let's go ahead and fix this record here.
Well, yeah, that'll work.
So let's go ahead and play the record.
I close my eyes and dream of one, the one I love so dear.
These are the fedoras I've collected over the years, and I take great care of them. Hey, one of these has a hole in it. How did that happen?
Old trusty sidearm. Been with me since the beginning. You want some of this, huh? Bam, bam! Hey, bam, bam, bam! Bam! Bam, bam! Bam! And you!
Just throws it right out the window.
Hey, Sonny, can you help me out? My girlfriend threw my gun out of the window. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just pick it up and, hey, don't point that thing up here. That's not a toy, you know.
Oh my hell. Oh yeah. Now I remember.
I want you guys to remember that little video there, because later on something's going to happen and you're going to realize, you're going to think, oh, hey, yeah, I remember seeing that.
Ah, the Colonel. He was my first real mentor in the PI business, and here he is giving me a helpful tip.
Because apparently you never learned the first rule of a PI. And never, ever betray your friends. Now, friendship goes beyond blood and race and politics. You gotta find out who your friends are, then you hold on to them.
I always get the chill of fear down my spine whenever I think of him. Well, this happened on my first case. I was in the shootout of my life at the warehouse district. I took a bullet, and while I was recovering, I swore I was always going to use my brains before brawn.
Okay, so that cutscene there was actually from the first game, Mean Streets, which was released in 1989, and that was actually before they started going into the full motion video movie scenes like you got in this game here. That actually didn't happen until the third game, which was Under a Killing Moon.
Whoa, I've never seen this much money in my life.
There's that briefcase of money.
This is my money. What were they paying me for?
And here's where he keeps his Mike and Ike Hammer comic books, which I believe is supposed to be the nephews of Mike Hammer.
Footrest. Picked it up at a government warehouse sale years back. I've never had the nerve to open it all the way.
Wonder if that's the same warehouse they stored the Ark in the Indiana Jones movie. Here's another comic.
Yeah, I remember years ago I was finishing up the latest Mike and Ike Candy Kids Adventure, and I realized I devoured several chapters and it wasn't agreeing with me. I could feel my stomach churning like a volcano, and I realized I wasn't going to make it to the bathroom.
Oh, what? I'll get you, Murphy, if he's the last thing I do.
Yeah, it's kind of been a sore spot in our relationship ever since.
Yeah, no wonder. I really wonder why that is. Okay, let's see here. I don't believe there was anything else in here.
Ah, that was from my first jackalope hunt.
Jackalopes, huh? Well, I guess with all the nuclear radiation after World War III, I guess some rabbits were eventually bound to grow horns.
Yeah, San Francisco looks way different now. Well, I had the store permanently sealed as it opened directly into my bedroom. People thought that was awfully presumptuous of me. The door to my back storage room is locked. That's strange.
I'm wondering if that unlocking that door has something to do with filling all those comic books up. I haven't gotten that far yet. I haven't been in this room yet, so we'll find out. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I need to do in here. So let's go ahead and go on outside.
So it wasn't a horrible dream. There are gun shell casings in a shot-out window above the electronics shop. I know I'm involved, but how? I should investigate the area and then find out if anybody else heard the commotion.
Okay.
Chelsea's newsstand is completely abandoned. I need to find out what happened to Chelsea.
In case any of you have not played the earlier games and wondering who Chelsea was, basically she was a girl that Tex was really interested in several of the games, and she was always kind of avoiding, really dating Tex. Tex was always trying to go on a date with her, and I think they were finally getting somewhere before they had the cliffhanger after the last game. So let's go ahead and see here. Crowbar.
Lead pipes are always magically
lead
drawn
pipe.
to my skull like moths to the flame.
Ow. Ooh. Ow. 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 And more ow. Okay, that was just strange there. I don't know. I don't remember what that was all about. I never did play the last couple of games, but I did read the books. So, but I don't really remember too much about the older games.
That's an empty vial.
Empty vial of what?
This photo was taken from the top floor of the electronics shop. Who's over there spying on me? No one knows these back alleys of Chandler quite like me.
Where is he? He's up at the window. I think we got him.
Someone was shooting from the top of the electronics shop.
He's injected himself. I don't care. Drag him into the speeder.
I think someone was getting abducted.
Not really sure what that is. I can't really tell.
It's the Wardenclyffe Tower, a Nikola Tesla invention. I have the strangest feeling this is related to a case I was working on.
Where's he shooting from? Look, the top window. Alright, just shut out our headlight.
I remember speeder headlights coming down the alleyway.
That might be like the headlight that got shot out or something. Let's see here.
Motor oil, the secret ingredient to Louis' Armageddon blend. Louis usually up at this time. I should ask him if he heard anything.
Wow. I don't know if I'd want motor oil being used in my coffee. Alright, let's see. Let's get the flashlight out. Dark alley. So, oh, here's another comic book.
Mike and Ike Hammer. Murder, my sweet.
Got some pretty interesting titles for these Mike and Ike comics. So let's see what's over here. That's the alley that just came down. Oh, there's another comic.
Another Mike and Ike Hammer. Candy Cane Confidential.
Wow.
It's a Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic. Citizen Candy Cane.
Like I said.
Well, looks like Louis at the Bruin Stew is preparing to open up shop. You should go talk to him. Maybe he heard something.
Like I was saying, they got some interesting little one-liners and titles in this game here, so that's why I've always liked these type of games.
It's a Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, The Sweet and Sour Lady. I'll put this in my comic book rack back at the office.
The Sweet and Sour Lady. Let's see here. Nothing else is open except for Louis, so let's go into Louis here.
I'm here to see my pal Louie, but I see a pretty brunette at the counter. I have the feeling she recognizes me, but I have no idea who she is.
Well, hello, stranger.
Louis here?
He's in the back getting ready to open. You're up awfully early. Want some coffee?
I can get it.
Oh, I know how you like it. Like your women. Full of liquor.
Wow. Looks like she knows a little bit about us. Or me. Or him, whatever. Let's see.
Yeah, okay. Just this once.
Don't be bashful, cowboy. I like a man who can hold his liquor.
Oh, you would have loved me a year or so ago.
I'll bet I would have. Is that blood?
Ow!
Oh, hush. Been out picking fights again?
Maybe I should go find Louis.
You shouldn't go drinking without me. Next time, call me and we'll get sloshed together. Ah, geez, I'm late. I got a new extension at work. I'll send it to your smart Alex. Please, go see Dr. Donahue at the North Hill Clinic. Call me after and tell me what she says about that noggin of yours. See you, Uncle Louis.
See you, Taylor.
Mr. Murphy, what are you doing here?
Mr. Murphy? Come on, Louis. What happened to Moit?
Is there something I can do for you? Because if not, I got stuff to do in the back.
Let's see here.
Why are you acting mad at me?
You know why. You drunk again? I told you. You ain't allowed in here. You've been drinking.
Well, I don't feel drunk. My brain's a little foggy.
What happened to your head?
I don't know. I woke up on the fire escape. I go into my apartment and everything is different. The street, Chelsea's newsstand, you. Everything is completely different. I mean, I don't know whether I'm tripping here or having a bad dream or something.
What's the last thing you remember before you woke up?
I don't know. Something with Chelsea.
Chelsea? What day do you think it is? No, hold on. What year do you think it is?
What year? Are you serious? It's 2043.
Oh, jeez. Look at that calendar. Over there, on the fridge.
2050. What the hell's going on here? Last night, Chelsea and I went to the Golden Pagoda.
I think the wording was very, very attractive.
Oh, no!
What? It's me.
Look, somebody has stolen our car. I mean, here I am, my speeder's stolen out here. I'm sitting on a great... God, that was hot!
Oi! Would you guys like a lift to the cop shop?
No, we'll walk.
He's really just trying to do us a favor.
Chelsea, I'm getting a really bad feeling about this. It's like some sort of deja vu.
The Fabergé World Tour 44. The most exotic and exquisite exhibit of the day.
Who's your mate?
Oh, that's Tex. He's having a very bad day.
That true, Tex?
Oh, no, everything's just going peachy.
Well, things could get worse, huh?
He shot me. He shot both of us. He shot me. There's nothing. Why isn't there anything?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Mike. It wasn't last night. It was 7 years ago.
What the hell is that?
Looks like you got injected with something. Maybe that's what's messing with your head. Or maybe it's that goose egg. Either way, buddy, you gotta see a doctor.
What about Chelsea? Where is she? I mean, is she okay?
You said to never say nothing about her. Never again.
Louis, I don't know what kind of bastard I turned into over these last 7 years, but this is me, Tex. You've got to tell me where Chelsea is. Louis, please tell me.
That night, you and Chelsea just disappeared. You showed up a few weeks later. You couldn't remember nothing then neither. But Chelsea, she never showed up.
Yeah, those gunshots we heard have to be connected to me. I'd better get out there and investigate before the cops get here.
Mike, you really need to see a doctor. You can't drive in this condition. I'll call a cab. I'll have them wait till you're ready to go.
This is another thing I missed about these old games, like asking questions here, trying to investigate your case.
It sure is good to have the old mice back. I don't want to get all mushy, but I missed you, Mike.
Oh, and before we go any further, that little cutscene we just watched, where him and Chelsea got shot in the car, that was the cliffhanger that I was referring to when we first started the game. That was basically what the last thing that happened in the last game that was released in 1998. So this is taking place, kind of continuing that little cliffhanger there. So basically, we got to find out what happened to us during the last 7 years, which I don't know yet, because like I said, I haven't played this game all the way through yet.
We don't get too much of that stuff around here anymore. Cops have been good about cleaning things up. I got no idea who would have been doing the shooting or getting taken. Clint's done a real nice job, don't you think? Good to see the neighborhood getting fixed up. I don't got a ladder. You might want to check at the Golden Gate Hotel. They've been doing a bunch of renovations.
Yeah, probably need a ladder to get into that little window up there by the hotel.
You know, I love Chelsea like she was my own daughter. I still miss her, even after all this time. I forget. You don't remember nothing about Taylor. She works for the Bay City Mirror, does a lot of investigations, and she's a real peach. Sweet, smart, funny. I wasn't too happy that you and her was spending time together, but maybe she was seeing through all that tough guy stuff. She's good that way. Oh, me? I'm just the same as always. Just a little less of me than I used to be. I wish I could tell you everything you can't remember, but I don't know much. You and Chelsea went missing, and then you showed up out of nowhere a few weeks later. A couple of days after, you was gone again. I only saw you a few times after that. A couple of years went by, and then you came back, and something bad had happened to you. I don't know what, but it made you hard and mean, and you just got worse. Got to where I didn't even want you around anymore.
Okay.
Man, I can't go to the North Hill Clinic. Not now. I need to investigate the crime scene to find out what happened before the police arrive. It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later.
Jackson Carson. Oh, I remember this guy. He was in one of the previous games.
Archie helped me out on my Pandora Directive case where we met a charming fellow named Jackson Cross.
I'm gonna do you the favor of a lifetime. I'm gonna let you walk. But if I catch you meddling in NSA affairs one more time, I'm gonna put a bullet right in your eyeball. Is that clear? Get this pukehead out of my office. I'll be watching you, Murphy.
Man, I thought this would have ended up in the Andes Mountains.
In case you're wondering about that comment, basically at the end of the game, at the end of the Pandora Directive, Tex actually finds a an alien spacecraft, and this guy was trying to steal whatever was on it, and him and another guy actually ended up trapping this guy and another girl on the ship, and it took off with them, so they were out cruising among the stars somewhere. And yeah, that actually happened down in somewhere in South America, I guess, wherever the Andes Mountains are. Okay, let's see here. What else is Knights Templar, Lord Protectors of the Avenue and Clubhouse. Okay, or whatever. Bunch of crackpots, probably. Okay, this is the Golden Gate Hotel.
Wow, this place really has been renovated. I guess that dumbbell Ardo must have come into some money. But as I walk to the counter, I suspect this place is under new management.
Welcome to the Golden Gate Hotel. How can I help you? Mr. Murphy?
Did you know Ardo, the guy who worked here before? Wonder whatever happened to that big, lovable moron.
Ardo Newpop, California State Senator. Ran on a fire safety platform.
Wow.
It's very impressive. Nice to have some class around the joint. But you can drop the Mr. Murphy thing. Call me Tex.
No, thank you. The last time I tried that, you were all...
I'm a professional and should be treated as such.
For some self-righteous baloney like that. Management heard about it and I didn't get any time off for a month.
Okay, the one thing I want to know is, why would a hologram need time off?
What do you mean? Last time I was here. This is the first time I have seen you. So there's probably a bug in your system or something.
You're the one with the bug. Right up your you-know-what.
Wow. Hologram's got an attitude, too.
Well, you holograms certainly have a lot more attitude these days. I usually have to get to know a woman's first name before she'll treat me like this.
You know very well who I am. Hologram. Cute, right? You tangibles just can't resist a pun.
So, I think your sign has a typo. It says holograms are people, too.
So you can read. It's for the hologram rights movement.
I hate to tell you this, but holograms aren't people. And I ought to know, because I've dated a few.
That's exactly what they used to say about minorities, women, and mutants. It's our turn now. I'm officially on strike.
Okay, what is this world coming to? Let's try this one.
Well, more battery power to you.
Really? You're the last person I thought I'd hear that from. Everyone in this neighborhood's afraid of you, you know.
Afraid of Tex Murphy? This guy, Tex must have really turned into quite an asshole in the last 7 years that he doesn't remember, if everyone's afraid of him. Let's see here. Crosswires.
I think you may have the wrong Mr. Murphy. A little Q&A might clear that up.
Sure. Though I should warn you, I don't get out much. Now that I know you support the hologram rights movement, I may have to reevaluate my opinion of you. I heard gunshots,
And then the speeder came flying out and took off. Well, it's no Golden Gate Hotel, is it? We keep everything like that over at the Snow White warehouse. Taylor's my bestie, my real friend. I don't know what she's doing with you.
Wow. Punch to the gut right there.
The nicest tangible I've ever met. Oh, you know me. Just a hologram. Here to serve my tangible oppressors.
She's got some real issues for a hologram.
I've heard they keep a key or something to get inside the warehouse by the door.
I should look around the hotel lobby and see if there's anything here that could help me out. Forget it, Jake. It's a Chinatown sale. Nice furniture.
Nice furniture. That's real cute. Oh, that's a key.
It's a key to a lockbox.
Alright, let's see here. I don't believe there was anything else in here I needed to get, because I believe that was the key to the warehouse, which is right down here.
I'm pretty sure every one of your cases involves the Snow White warehouse somehow.
The Llama Club.
What do we got here? Looks like
And that is, yeah, the code for the warehouse. So 4268. Let's go ahead and use the key on here. Open that up. Punch in the code. 4268. That unlocks it. Go in. And the first thing you come in here, you notice is this weird, creepy-looking clown doll.
Wow, is this still here? I used this to deal with a cunning criminal on my Under a Killing Moon case who had a bad case of bozophobia.
Just runs right through a brick wall.
I heard he had my name tattooed on his knuckles, and he wants to show me firsthand when he gets out of prison. I'm not really looking forward to that.
Okay, there's the
ladder
ladder.
would be useful, except I can't reach it when it's on that pulley.
So, let's go over here. Up these stairs. And go ahead and switch that, which lowers the ladder there. Enigma, a Tex Murphy novel by Aaron Connors. Tex Murphy has uncovered the greatest secret in the history of the world, and there were some who would stop at nothing to protect, I guess, would have been protect it. So this is a nice little Easter egg, and there's a little thing about the actual game itself. So let's go over here and get the ladder.
Now that I have a ladder, I can get into the second floor of the electronics shop.
Let's put the ladder there. Climb up the ladder.
Someone's been spying on the citizens of Chandler Avenue. That's a damn shame. This guy was working diligently to get a free sub at Inspector Burns' barbecue.
I don't believe there was. Here we go. Carlos Maldonado, the undercover man, 555 dirtbag. No deed too dirty, no job unworthy, and always dirt cheap. Yes, I would definitely hire a private investigator that had this business card.
Business card from a rival detective? What the hell?
Okay, this is the
What do we
first.
have here?
This is the first of the puzzles that you will probably experience in this game, and this is kind of a memory one. So as you can, I'll show you here in just a second. Basically, you got to remember what colors that show up, and then you're gonna want to press the same colors in that order. Nope, I messed up. What was it again? Okay, yellow, yellow, red. Is it green? There we go. I really hate these memory games. Yeah. There we go. Oh. Opens up a secret. There's a guy sitting there.
Ah. Oh. Don't shoot.
I think he's already dead. Yep. That must have hurt.
Following our first lead, and we get ourselves caught in a laser net. All in a day's work, right?
Smart Alex had a point, but I wasn't going to let him have the satisfaction of knowing so. There was one good thing about spending hours stuck in a laser net. You got time to think. Who is this guy? Who killed him? And what kind of surveillance was he doing right across from my apartment? And what's in the metal canister? Have 7 years really passed without me remembering it? Is it related to my head injury or the injection mark on my arm?
Is he dead?
Well, I think you missed a hell of a party.
Party?
Yeah, you're here in time for the laser show.
I wouldn't do that. I was here to meet Carlos Maldonado. Is that you? Or him?
Look, I just stumbled onto this little nightmare, and I need to find out who this guy was and what he was doing. I'm a PI, and I assume this guy is Maldonado. My name's Murphy. Who are you?
Mason said Maldonado was a PI. Were you working with Mason too?
I'll be honest. I don't know if I was working for Mason or not. Actually, I'm having severe memory problems here, so anything you can tell me about Maldonado or Mason or what's in the cryo chamber here would be greatly appreciated.
I think I set off an alarm when I came in here. I don't usually do this kind of thing. I was just trying to help Mason. He said, come in here, find the PI, get the cryo chamber, and keep it safe.
Hey, I found that first.
Slow learner. You have to find Mason. I think he's in big trouble with bad people. I don't know why. He's a neurologist, for God's sake. But you have to promise me that if I let you go, you won't come after me. You'll find Mason.
Oh, I promise. My fingers are so frozen I can't cross them.
If your memory problems are part of all this, Mason is the only one who can help you. So you need to find him and bring him back safe just as much as I do. I'll be in contact soon.
Man, those cops are getting close, but I don't want to leave this place without a clue. I better hurry up and find something before they get here. Tough break, hombre. Not even one crate of mixers. This guy was hardcore.
Seafoam 7. Oh, nice name for an alcoholic beverage. That looks like something I might need.
Strictly speaking, I would never encourage anyone to...
This equipment is surveying several different locations, including my office. Someone knows what I've been up to.
Okay. Let's see here. I don't think there's anything else I need to do in here. So... Oh. Let's go on outside here.
As I try to make my great escape down the ladder, I find two officials waiting to greet me.
Hello, boys.
Well, if it isn't Tex Murphy. What were you doing in there?
Well, it's a little hard to
Oh, you know the drill.
I was really trying to get my hands on that surveillance equipment. Maybe I could see exactly what happened to me. Now the only way I'll find it is if New San Francisco's finest decides to play ball with me. I don't know why they'd start now, but I'd better polish up on the old Murphy charm.
Whether you're a mutant or a normal, San Francisco is our home. Be a part of the solution to crime. If you see something suspicious, please report it to the SFPD immediately.
Make it quick, Murphy. I got about a million things to do. And wasting time on you ain't one of them.
Didn't take you long to get in trouble, did it? You here to turn yourself in?
Danwich? I hardly recognized you. What, been 10 years? You were still a patrolman back then.
I'm surprised you remember me.
I may not have told anyone this before, but you're actually my favorite patrolman.
In case you didn't get the memo, I head up the department now. And things aren't as loosey-goosey as they were under Mulder.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Got a phone call. A stupid telemarketer. I wish they'd stop calling me, but can't help that. Frickin' idiots. Alright, let's see here. Press for information about Chelsea.
Well, I hope you're more helpful than he used to be. Look, I know this is going to sound pretty crazy, but hear me out. This morning, I wake up with a massive head injury and an injection mark on my arm. No idea how I got either one of it. Then I talk to a few people. I find out I can't remember anything over the last 7 years.
You're right, it does sound crazy. But, go on.
The thing of it is, my last memory is me and my lady friend getting shot.
Your lady friend, that was, Chelsea Bando?
Yeah. How do you know that?
Well, I know your burned-out speeder was found a few weeks later with Miss Bando's DNA inside of it.
You know what? It is true. Chelsea's dead?
We closed the case. Though a few of us thought something didn't feel quite right about it.
What do you mean?
Well, the scene was too staged. But I'm not saying Chelsea isn't dead. The last time anyone saw her was with you at the Golden Pagoda.
What are you saying? I was a suspect?
You were, in fact. I'd have to look at the case. You were cleared at some point.
Can I look at the case files?
Now, you know you can't, so don't even ask. Look, Murphy, I feel for you. But it was a long time ago. Chelsea was pronounced legally dead, and there's no evidence to believe otherwise. I don't know what else I can tell you.
Did you ever catch the guy who shot us?
No arrest. Somebody high up on the chain locked that case down and threw away the key. Even if I wanted to see the file, I'd have to pull some strings.
What can you do to help me out here? I mean, until I see something or get some information, I'm just not going to be able to believe that Chelsea's gone.
I'm sorry, Murphy, I really am. If you can find me some new clues on the case, I'll do what I can to get it reopened. That's the best I can do for you. Good luck.
No. I don't believe it. My gut tells me she's still alive. But I'll find out one way or the other. So why is it you think I came down here to turn myself in?
Well, we just found you at a crime scene with a dead body. That dead body happens to be Carlos Maldonado, a PI working the same neighborhood as you. Is that your way of intimidating the competition?
The name Maldonado means nothing to me. And I insist that you give me a polygraph test to prove it.
I was just reviewing your file when you came in.
Is that a lot? Because it looks like a lot.
August 2047. Beek Nariz, NSFPD informant. Beaten and hospitalized after providing information about Tex Murphy. Nariz refuses to identify his assailant. No charges ever filed. November 2048. Surveillance video shows suspected extortionist Jen Lee leaving the Golden Pagoda with Tex Murphy, never to be seen again. The case remains unsolved. Shall I go on? In the past few years, you've gained quite a reputation for yourself. You've got New San Francisco's criminal underbelly running scared.
So that's why everyone's afraid of Tex Murphy.
Well, I find that hard to believe, but it's nice of you to say.
We arrest criminals so they could be tried in a court of law. We don't just kill them, and I won't tolerate vigilantism. If you didn't kill Maldonado, what were you doing there?
I was awoken by gunshots. I was just trying to find out what was happening. I followed the trail and saw that Maldonado had surveillance equipment aimed at my office. I want to find out what he recorded.
Who cares what he recorded? If you're such an upstanding citizen, you've got nothing to hide, right?
Yeah, right. You're not going to check inside my toilet tank, are you?
I don't even think you're joking about that. You're free to go, Murphy. For now. Any questions?
Let's see here what kind of information I can get out of this detective here.
I'm not sure what to think of you, Murphy. I have no evidence of an abduction, just a dead body and only one person of interest. It might be in your best interest if you could find out what happened. That whole neighborhood seems to attract more than its fair share of trouble. As far as the coroner and the commissioner were concerned, finding Chelsea's remains in your speeder were enough to pronounce her legally dead. She's an investigative reporter at the Bay City Mirror, one of the less obnoxious ones. I know Maldonado was a dirtbag, but unless it's in self-defense, killing somebody, even a dirtbag, is a crime and will be prosecuted. I'm not allowed to let you see it.
Okay, guess that's it for this
That
little
encrypted memory
thing here.
stick probably has some useful information on it.
Oh, great advice. If you could help me break it, then I'd be impressed. Guess I'll have to see if anyone else on the street can break it for me.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here for now. Actually, I need to take a break. It's kind of hot in my room, and I have my fan turned off, so the sound from a fan doesn't blow through the microphone. So, because I just really don't like the sound of the fan blowing in my microphone. It's an unnecessary noise. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut the video short here. So we'll just go ahead and call this part 1, and I will probably go ahead and start part 2 sometime maybe later today or maybe even tomorrow. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.